set coming up soon. We got LFA and Revolver, actually. It's funny that we had Abe on here, as these are two players that did beat Abe Zura yesterday.
Let's go. We're getting a
Revolver bringing that reverse 3-0 Crom, and then LFA with the Robin. Character you don't see that often, and we were talking about how like the mobility speed on Robin. We need to buff it a little bit because the character's so cool, but man, just he's too slow.
I'm not going to sit out here complaining that a character with all of those interesting options is too slow. That would be like buffing Incineroar. You got to be careful what you wish for.
Right.
I love a little bit of variety. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they're going to be starting on PS2. Old Reliable here. Looks like it's going to be an explosive match from Revolver with the Roy, bringing out, you know, classic Roy.
Yeah, LFA still looking for his first set of Summit, and I will say in terms of how matchups are, this is probably one of the best possible draws after everything else that LFA could have gotten, I believe, for Chicago Summit, just in terms of the character matchup, because I feel like LFA is relatively comfortable against other sword characters. But Revolver, absolutely one of the scariest players in this bracket at any given time, has always been known that he can just show up and win a bracket anytime, all the time, because he plays so aggressively. He just puts his foot on the gas pedal and pushes it down to the floor until the game ends.
Oh yeah, definitely keeps it there.
Yeah, he's such an explosive player.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. That was just the thing right in the beginning. Like we went like stock for stock like right away in like the first 30 seconds of the game. It was awesome.
and then there's also the combos from like Robin, like the double arc fires and the up smash got a ton of percent in the kill on Revolver right away. But like you said, you know, Revolver's putting the gas on, just going deep with those up airs, trying to find an early kill.
Yeah, I think that Revolver subscribes to the theory in this game of if we give you too much time to like recover or figure out what you need to do, then you'll adapt. That'll be a problem. I know that my character can kill you at 40, kill you at 60, kill you at 100, various different confirms, various different options, but all of it's the sword, all of it's the same distance, just always be there.
Exactly. If you give the mouse a cookie, like if you give Robin too much airtime off stage to learn, he's gonna find out what to do. But Revolver, yeah, not letting it happen, getting that kill right away and having a pretty healthy stock.
Yeah, see, now LFA
Oh my goodness.
Wow, LFA hit that one arc fire combo to start the game, and Revolver said, fine, I'm going to swing so fast that you can't even do arc fire startup again. And that's where we're at.
I did like the change up with the recovery, not trying to get bared again. LFA just being aware while trying to recover. But he just can't find his footing on the stage, not getting the tech, but also not going into the Dancing Blade either. Revolver's just not letting him have one foot on the stage.
All right.
LFA definitely has to be careful because running out of Elwind, you gotta be careful because obviously you don't have it on stage. Excuse me?
Wow. So I'm guessing what happened there was LFA tried to jump off of ledge quick because he was trying to play at Revolver's pace, so he just covered it with the neutral B. And that is one explosive way to win game one.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
I mean, that first stock, you know, LFA's favor, but then Revolver just immediately turned it around and just did not let up the whole game. So what are we seeing here next from the players?
Well, obviously, after they traded stocks, those first stocks, Revolver just thought to himself, and I took that personally, and immediately just went in. Like you said, very dynamic, explosive player, and what better character to complement said player than Roy, right?
Yep, absolutely. That's, you know, he started out on Crom, you know, the legendary Sayuki, the spirit of Sayuki, which became Revolver Crom. And over time, you know, he switched characters to something that just felt, I think, a little bit more consistent to take stocks, but more just to not die.
Yeah, and had a better recovery.
Yeah, to not die, right? Like, you're in a spot where both characters can explosively kill, but one of them is abused a little bit less, so... You know, he's still got both of them in the pocket when he needs them. He's also got his Cloud, and don't sleep on his DK when he wants to bust that out as well.
Yeah, you will have a lot of fun. A character there you can get a little bit aggressive and punish too much shielding.
Yeah, I feel like he just sees Roy as a character, like which move is coming next so well. Like any hitbox off the sword, he knows how to follow it up. He knows how to follow DI patterns really well. And I mean, just all of these hitboxes, like he gets a hit and say, "Oh man, spike!"
Yeah, that was a meaty dare, and just covering the recovery perfectly. As LFA still trying to find his place in this set right now. He really hasn't gotten a lot going since that first stock.
Yeah, currently 101%. Gotta find a way to close this out. Don't want to give Roy rage.
Definitely not.
Rory Rage.
Yeah, oh, the dash attack, I like that. And then poking with the L Thunders as well from off stage, because at that percent, it's probably going to poke them and get the kill. And you're not really risking anything by, you know, being right on top of Roy and potentially getting reversaled.
3 straight up airs, and the forward air taking them up to 77.
Yeah, LFA trying to go for too many, I think, I'm not going to say gimmicky options, but he went for like a rising Nosferatu when he finally got advantage state. Sometimes you just got to whack your opponent. Like, yeah, you haven't won a lot of advantage, but you're on the same stock count. Like, always, it's a super doable match still. All right, hits the neutral air. Robin does do so much damage so fast if you're not careful,
so
too.
careful with that shield.
Especially with that Levin sword. And I think he's also trying to look for the percent recovery with the Nosferatu. Going to be missing that dash grab and getting an F-tilt for that, too. Especially because you, like, from Nosferatu, you get, like, 30% back, basically. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Not going to get the sweet spot on the forward smash after the jab.
You're such an aggressive player. It's just like, you will stay on this ledge. I will kill you here.
And that's Jer. Not going to take it just yet.
Oh, he's got one more chance in there, but not quite. Yeah, Revolver just going deep once again to cover the recovery. Now he's up 2-0. This has been a quick set going so far.
Yeah, as one of the TOs for one of the larger locals that we have run over time with Ignition, there was a period in time, as there has been different periods of time of like who's showing up, who's winning a lot. We've had like the Ned era, the Atata era. You know, Arctis was up in there for a while. And there was a period in time where Revolver and Arctis were really going at it. And the 2 of the 4 of them would always be in like winner semis. And as a TO, when you see Revolver winning in your bracket, you know you're going home a little early. You know you're going to get to play some friendlies at the end of the night. And you start to kind of like almost root for that at those local level things. Like, all right, you know, it's been a long week. Glad people got to play. But if this dude goes nuts, he's unstoppable. So let's just call it what it is, a slightly early night. And he's trying to make quick work of LFA in that same way now.
To me personally, I love not having to do grand finals resets. So seeing Revolver just tear through a bracket, I get the vibes that you're talking about there.
Yeah, it's always fun to get to go home early. If only my job would let me do that more often.
Yeah. Obviously, for something like Summit, you want as many games as you can possibly get, but there is absolutely no reason for Revolver to take the foot off the gas pedal right now. He hasn't needed to the entire set. LFA's taken a couple of stocks in there, but Revolver just showing why he has been at the top of so many brackets for so long and why he was one of the first people to actually qualify. I think it was like Toad, then like Revolver is one of the next ones to make it in. When he finally decided to show up, he just tore through a bracket and said, I'll see you at Summit. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
0 to death, that second stock.
Yeah, Revolver's been going and he has that awareness of, like, if the combos don't work out specifically, like the Dare hit the sour spot.
Oh,
I was at it.
Dare hit the sour spot before, but he was able to immediately follow it up with a back air. Like, he was ready for it to not spike earlier, so just that awareness, especially on such an explosive character, is so scary for all your opponents. I'd be afraid if he was in my bracket path.
Back throw.
I love the little stall side Bs to like linger, almost like when Mario would cape or whatever, so you can stall in the air a little bit better to cover longer landings, so you can have like a hitbox that lingers out there. Revolver's done that a couple of times in this set.
LFA's fighting for his life here on his last stock. I mean, it could make a comeback. It's just really scary against this explosive character. You got 2 more stocks to get through at high rage.
Oh, he's fine. He's been through worse.
I can't help it. I laugh at the death scream every time.
Look at that percent that he was putting on earlier. You said that 0 to 60 immediately off like 4 hits from Robin. It's so much damage. Immediately. Okay. Yup, smash.
To roll in possibly. Not going to get it, but right now, 99 to 111. Let's see what magic LFA can pull off.
He's got it. Okay.
Wait a minute.
LFA with nearly a 0 to death. I'm pretty sure he was going in on that last stock. Levin Sword is out. No bear. He's got the moves to make it back to a game 4. It's just that he has to lock in here. Revolver going deep. Oh, no.
No trailer. Not yet. Callow's a big stage.
I love my big stage Callow's, but too low.
You're not a bug.
That is going to do it for the LFA Summit run as Revolver takes the set 3-0. You hate to see it end that way with LFA mounting a pretty solid comeback, but generally speaking, Revolver looking dominant in that set.
I gotta say, that was pretty underwhelming how that set ended.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
he
hate
went
to
a
see
little.
that's the
Yeah, he went a little too
Yeah.
deep. He did have both the usage of the Elwyn book, but like, yeah, he just went too deep. I'm pretty sure he thought that he had a double jump that he could have used, and
Maybe.
maybe that's why he went too low. That's the only thing that I could think happened, but
Yeah,
it was
I
a
agree.
good showing on that last stock. Like, I mean, he showed that he had that push to try and push into the game 4. Like, the second stock that he got off Revolver, super clean from Robin. Just getting all that percent and just getting the kill with that down smash is huge.
Now, you think if he didn't have all that damage on him after taking Revolver's second stock, you think there was a chance he forces game 4 without all that extra credit on him?
I don't
feel like
know.
if there was like a specific situation, LFA would have gotten Revolver to use Nosferatu, the game definitely would have lasted a little bit longer and potentially in LFA's favor. So
There
we
he
could have
is.
seen the game 4.
All right,
Yeah.
and joining us now is Revolver.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going?
Hey.
It's going good. So, how you feeling after that set? Pretty explosive 3-0, honestly.
Yeah, unfortunately, for LFA, that is probably one of my most practice matchups, even after.
Oh, Carlos.
Yeah, so
That's
I don't know how many people
right.
remember him, a coward.
Yeah, I was going to
Shout out
say.
yeah,
Howard.
who used to be like probably the best Robin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in Chicago. I was gonna say NA, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I played with him for a very long time, so I'm very practiced in that matchup.
It's a very
Shout out, say
comfortable
Coward,
matchup.
if he's here, if he's listening. And like you said, highly practiced matchup. You were looking good, though, because on top of just not, like, you know the matchup for sure, but you
Yeah.
had things like you were stalling with side Bs. Every hit turned into 5 hits. You feeling good today?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Ned said earlier was a bit rough, but I still feel good about it regardless. So I think I feel good about today.
Good. I mean, you do still, just for the summit alone, you do have a reverse 3-0 with a Crom in there somewhere. That did happen, and
I
that
saw
Yeah.
one
was
from the side
insane.
stage. I popped off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That set
so-
was crazy to watch, like, in person while it was going on. We asked you about that yesterday, so it's like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
I should have lost that set, but I managed to hit Kazuya Nuchigeta before he got Rage Drive, or whatever the command grab is called.
If you
Yeah.
should have lost that set, you would have lost that set. Now,
Yeah.
you brought that back. That was a hot
Yeah.
set.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Are you aware of who you play next?
I think I played the loser of Angelo Jocool. I don't know off the top of my head. Not really
I
too
can
concerned.
Maybe pull it up and get it.
Not because like I think I will win, but just
You just
whoever I have to play it is whoever I have to play.
Now, we saw you play, let's say it winds up being Joe Poole, we saw you play him yesterday,
Mhm.
and that was in pools, and I believe he won that set. So what adaptations are you thinking you might need to make in order to bring it home if you do get that run back?
Just play slower, just play safer. You know, if I have to play for time, I'll play for time. I know like I'm very well known to play aggressive and end games in a minute, but if I have to, I will.
Yeah.
Not going to lie, a lot of my comms may or may not have been about how quickly you play because, we
Yeah,
are used to it.
yeah.
We've seen it. But also, a lot of the
Yeah.
matches you've played career-wise, like you play a Falcon in a Grands, right? Like
Yeah.
Roy Falcon's a fast pace. But
And like, no disrespect to LFA, he's really good. It's just, you know,
you know the matchup really
very,
well.
like, yeah.
Very well. So,
You
well,
know.
congrats on your 3-0, Revolver.
Yeah, thank
you. Well
Yeah.
done. Revolver moving on to the top round of top 12, I suppose it would be.